Hello and welcome to the Anti-Diet Meals with Farah Kariamburi. I'm your host, deep health practitioner, keynote speaker, and the original founder of the 30-Day Anti-Diet Challenge. I literally thought I was going to boil over. Just pan of water. How are you guys doing? Hope you're well. Today is Wednesday, midweek. Midweek is when you feel like, oh my God, I don't know what to cook. I just want to get something really super simple and easy. Especially someone like me who has been out today. I feel a bit guilty saying that. I don't know why. Been out with my friend that I haven't seen in ages. She's my absolute closest friend ever. I think Rehan was a baby when she moved next door to us when we lived in Shenley, and she decided yesterday or a few days back that we're going to meet up, and there we are. She said we're meeting up here and show up, and we went to this Turkish restaurant near a train station called Atish. Highly recommended, by the way. Very good portions. Anyone on a weight loss journey? Oh my God. A lot of protein, a very small amount of carbs and rice, and a massive salad. I think I was absolutely amazed by the size of the portions were amazing. Like perfect. In fact, a lot more protein. Normally you don't get enough protein. And then there was a little basket of bread. And a little this sauce. I don't know what it's made of, like salsa. But we had to ask for extra because we loved it so much. So that's what I've been at 1 o'clock. So literally making this food, I have no appetite at all. Because you know when you've eaten extra, more than what you normally have, which is normally my meatballs and my... Can you still see me, guys? Oh, I don't think you can. Okay, we're just going to have to ditch the camera. And you're just going to have to see me through that. Okay. Right, apologies guys, you're going to have to see me straight through the laptop. Anyway, so a little bit probably difficult in terms of what you can see. So I'm going to just remove a couple of things and just get rid of this camera. I'm going to show you what I created. It's a complete creation of my own. It is a meatball in a baked format. Let's put that away. The battery is not quite right. So anyway, right, so here we are. Now you can see my concoction here. So I've got meatballs and I've got pasta in here, as you can see. And just dry pasta and just meatballs out of a packet. These are skinny meatballs, so with less fat in it. And I'm about to put, this is a very conventional meal, I'm about to put an onion and garlic tomato sauce all over this. And I'm just going to have to just show you, otherwise we're going to be here forever, rather than a little more water just to make sure that they are literally covered. Like the pasta obviously needs to cook. The pasta isn't cooked. And the reason the pasta isn't cooked because you don't need to actually cook it, you can actually cook it in here. And then in it I'm going to put, so that's my tomato sauce done. But sometimes, like I said, you just have to make meals like that. And in this, I'm going to pop some mozzarella. This packet here, like mozzarella there. Remember, there's a lot of liquid normally in mozzarella. This is a mild fresh cheese. And it's got a little bit less calories, by the way. It's 47 calories per 30 grams. 50% less fat in this one. Protein, 5.7 per 30. About 6 grams of protein. For a 47 calories. That's not a bad exchange. So I'm going to take that. All I'm doing is just breaking it into little pieces like this and just throwing them on here. You can season your pasta as well if you wish to. I'm going to put a tiny bit of olive oil at the end on top. Season it with salt and pepper. We're just going to stick all of this, it's just simple as that, into the hot oven, 180 degrees. I've got a 200 up here. Some salt, tiny bit of olive oil. It's like a pasta bake. And in this goes. This is it. That didn't take long. I hope it's nice. I don't know what it's going to be like. So I've kind of made this dish up literally on the spot. I'm going to let it cook. We need the pasta to cook. We need the meatballs to cook. And we need the mozzarella to really melt. So it's going to be like a concoction. And you can then serve this, by the way, because the pasta is very little in here. I've only put like half a bag of pasta because I want to keep the carbs down, protein slightly higher. And then we've got sweet corn, which sweet corn, by the way, contrary to what you guys think, is actually more of a carb than a vegetable. It comes more under carbohydrate due to its high calorie control. So, let's get rid of that. I'm just taking this packet of corn on the cob. Just going to drop it in hot water that I've been boiling here. We're going to have that on the side. So now you can see you don't actually need a lot of pasta in this. So corn on the cob is cooking. It's part of, so it's going to break in four, and four of us will have half each. And then for our greens, we're going to have, some sugar snap peas. I don't know if you've ever tried sugar snap peas. Now, I want to talk to you about these because they are literally amazing. I can keep seeing my flesh, and I'm like, what's going on? The top has quite big cuts. So these are sugar snap peas, which are really super simple to cook. You don't have to cook these, right? This is going to be the salad that's served with the bake. When you've got something like bake, rather than serving hot vegetables with it, it's nicer to probably serve something which is cooler, so like a salad of some kind. So I looked in the fridge and I can find sugar snap peas that I buy every week because I actually eat them just like this, crunchy, but sweet. Literally, they're so sweet. So when you're worried about, like, if you want to snack on something, I've kept this packet for you so I can show you. It does say here you can steam and boil them, but I've never ever cooked these, ever. My kids actually like it just like that. Make sure you wash them really, really well. And that's it. Produce of Kenya. Variety is called Sugar Daddy. Crisp and sweet. Sugar snap peas, so that's what they're called. What I do is do a little trim here. So a little trim on the side here. And it hold the thing down, and it pulls out like a little string here, which you don't want to eat. It's not the end of the world if you did eat it, but I take them off because it's a bit nicer. And then you can just cut it up like this and pop it in your box there. Okay, the bake has gone in, by the way, for 25 to 30 minutes. I'm actually not sure about it. I'm going to have to check and see if the pasta's cooked. As soon as the pasta's cooked, you can take it out, because meatball will be cooked very, very quickly, especially if your oven is hot. One of my biggest tip I can give you is do not put the food at the same time as you turn your oven on. Not the fan-assisted oven anyway, because nothing actually happens to the food. It doesn't get cooked and is waiting for the oven to get hot. And I've noticed that the food is not nice when it's like that. But when you actually cook it in the hot oven, then it makes a much big difference, huge difference. Tomorrow I'm going to show you some sweet potatoes with garlic. How to make some lovely sweet potatoes with garlic and yogurt. Yes, I know. I do come up with some weird concoction. So what I'm just doing is just peeling this off. And this is what we are kind of left with, is this kind of stuff here. The edges. Sweet corn's cooking away nicely there. Food is just, that bake took me like seconds to put together. And this is why watching something like this will give you ideas what you can make. Now, you can have a bigger dish, put more pasta in if you want to, if you've got a bigger family as well, and you guys like more pasta. But if you remember on your weight loss journey, if you are a female, then remember, if you are to keep the pasta down and fill up your plate with more veggies. They are also carbohydrates. They're just better carbohydrates than the pasta. But you don't have to make 2 meals. That's the point. That's my challenge to myself. So far, I haven't had to make any separate things for me. And that's not because I'm not on a weight loss journey, because I always watch my weight as well, just like all the other, most other females that I know. But I don't eat like bucket loads of pasta or anything, and I watch what I'm eating, and I'll make a better choice if I can. If I can make a whole choice, I'll make a whole choice, as in whole food choices. What are you guys having for dinner today? Or are you too busy doing your last bits of eyebrows? I rang my sister earlier, and she was giving blood today. She was having an eyebrow appointment. I think she was doing something else as well. And her phone died, so she was in a bit of a state. Trying to fit in lots of things before the lockdown. Oh yeah, she was training, actually. Yeah, she was training for her new position. So she's been a very busy bee, and all while not actually eating anything. I think she ate an apple all day. And she trained with me this morning at Grid City Fitness. So, here we are, trimming away nicely and chatting to you. So, I met with my friend today, Ruchi, her name is. Hello, Ruchi, if you're watching. I don't think she is much on Facebook. Anyway, we went to this beautiful restaurant, like I just said, but more than the food, it was the company, to be honest. I'm blessed to, every now and then when I realize that I have such an amazing friends. In fact, a bunch of my friends were going for a walk today at 7 o'clock. I'm hoping they're still going ahead. I'm sure Boris can't stop us doing that. I don't know, why would you not be allowed to go for a walk next Wednesday? I mean, why? Well, why would you not? If you just did, we're not hugging each other, but you know. Anyway, so we met up and we talked about our first few early days that we met and how many crazy things we used to get up to. We literally used to get up to crazy stuff. Like one day when the boys were little, we put them in nursery and then we went to London and we spent the whole day in London. And we even wore the same outfits. I mean, we were in our 30s by then, you know. Yeah, we wore the same outfit and we had a ball of a time, you know. We were laughing and joking and we were literally reminiscing and realizing how amazing memories that we have made ourselves. And for a while we haven't seen each other, just because of I moved away. I had a lot of stuff going on in my own life and my own business, setting up my business, buying this house, a wedding, just a completely new path for me. So I was just kind of filling her in. She was there at the wedding last year, so. But because, you know, when you get married, you don't get a chance to catch up with someone properly. So she was there, obviously. I would never have the wedding without her. And she was dancing. I could see her dancing and everything. Well, we couldn't chat with all the music blaring. But we had a lovely chat today. And I discovered her love for lifting weights. Oh, my goodness. And she loves that, just like me. And she does it in this lovely place she told me about, which I might go and kind of join her in it because it's a very much a CrossFit style workout. And I like CrossFit. So yeah, who knows? We might see each other more off. That's if Boris allows the gyms to open. Well, why would you take the gyms away? I'm totally peed off. Apologies if your children are listening to my language. But I am so angry about the gyms being closed. When, you know, the gyms have proven the infection rate at gyms have been very low. There's absolutely no need to do that. We need our health and we need our mental health here. You know, I know if you're listening to this and you work in retail, you're not going to be happy either, because for you, that's probably your mental health. But I'm literally gutted about this gym thing. I really am. You know, I just started to go back to the gym. I've just started to see some of my clients face to face, and now it's been taken away again. I just, you know, I feel like I start and stop and start and stop. I'm really not happy about that. Just, I don't know why he has to touch the gyms, why he has to stop people training. I cannot forgive him for that. I will not. Super angry. Okay, so I'm just making my son the other day said he really likes yellow peppers, and I said that's good. And now, you know what? Oh my God. It's like I've taken those words and I'm going to make sure there's yellow peppers in this house every single day. And we'll just offer it to him. Little mercies like this really count. You know, remember I said to you guys, if your children like certain vegetables, just give them those every single day. Absolutely fine. You can always ask them to try something, but don't force it. Because then you're going to put them off for life. That's me, by the way. So all these vegetables, I haven't tried these because I just thought vegetables are bad news up until the age of 40. So only in the last 4 years have I started to eat vegetables properly. Yep, this body is made of no vegetables. But you know, you can change quickly. You can change your levels of nutrient in your body quickly by actually switching over. So it's never too late. Wow. Okay, so we have a nice, lovely color vegetables here. And I hope I don't eat them before them. But I actually am so full that I won't. So we've got sweet corn, sugar snap peas, yellow peppers. Let's check on pasta. see what it looks like. So just melting away here nicely. Meatballs are cooking. Just going to make sure that I move it around a bit so that pasta is covered in liquid. The mozzarella is melting nicely. It looks really pretty. And you can very much imagine what this is going to look like. You're going to have to imagine it. I don't want you to kind of stay online all this time while I cook it. So the meatballs are just like browning these nicely. You could also brown the meatballs before you pop them if you wish to. If you like things a bit more, if you're fussed about the smell of meats, then you might have to just give it a fry on a frying pan, then tip it in there. You can also put the cooked pasta in it. But I can't see why you have to do that, because this will cook it. This will absolutely cook the pasta. In fact, I can actually start to feel, and this is only like 5 minutes we've been talking, but this has started to work already. Making sure all the pasta is covered in the liquid. And the juice of the tomatoes in there. You could put some cherry tomatoes on top. And cherry tomato mozzarella, oh my goodness. Yummy. Back in there. What I'm going to do actually is going to put a little more additional cheddar cheese and cover it a bit more. And there we have it. That's going to be another 10-15 minutes, guys. So that's going to be our today's meal. I have this to show you. I have sweet corn to show you. But it's pulled together really nicely. So you've got the meatballs, rather than cooking it in a traditional way with pasta or with pasta, you've got it cooked with pasta but in a baked format with mozzarella on top. And you can mix and match with that. You can actually put the white sauce on it, you can make that. You could put the tomato sauce and put more cheese on it. Take away mozzarella if you don't like. Put feta on it if you want to. And then you put some spinach on the top. You can really play with it as much as you want. And then serve it with some nice kind of salad. There you are. Thank you so much for watching. And I will catch you tomorrow with a brand new dish. Bye for now.